Okay, here we are. This is lesson 1 of how to draw a Cadillac ELR. And I just read a review of this in Motor Trend, and it was a really good looking body style, I thought. Probably not the most exciting car around. I think it's basically a Chevy Volt with a nicer body panels and definitely a lot better upgraded interior and all the rest of that. But it was such a striking picture of it that I really did like it. So I thought, well, what the heck? It's an easy car to draw. It should be easy anyway. It's got a lot of nice elements to it. It's got some nice wheels, and I thought it looked interesting to draw. I think it will be very good once we get done with it. And just from the photograph, it looks like it'll be a relatively exciting car when we get it done. The car may not be, but the look of the body is nice. Anyway, so that's what I started. Like always, I want to do the darker and darkest parts of the car first. That gives me some idea of how light to make the light parts. So I started with the shadows and the wheel wells, front and back, and then with the places in the rear wheel that don't get any light at all. So that gives me a baseline to work with, and then I'm starting to line out all the rest of the parts of it that were somewhat dark, and that will add the spice that we like on the outside of it. So what I did was, there's a lower section on the car. You see the lower rocker panel I'm drawing in right now, but there's a part that goes up from there that's kind of scooped in, and it made a really nice accent to that by having it in shadow too. So I've got to do that very carefully because it's kind of a gray car, and I don't want to get too far along with it too dark underneath there. It's not black. So this is what I'm working on right now, trying to get that to the point that it'll look believable as a part that's inset underneath the car. There'll still be a shadow underneath the car too, which is going to absorb some of that. So I have to be very careful to not get that part too dark, but I'm just outlining it and just lightly ghosting in where I want shading to go. And that was one of the elements that I saw that looked so good on it, I thought. And it's from this angle too. Another one was the lights. They're kind of huge. They go from the back of the car until just forward of halfway forward of the rear wheel. So I started to darken those up a little bit. The element around the outside is somewhat darker than the lens itself is, and that was kind of interesting to me too, that it has two corresponding colors that are right next to one another. So it gives me a good way to frame the lens and yet still show it off. So I thought that would be good. On some of the other cars, I have gone ahead and used a marker or something like that, but in this case I think I'm going to do it all with black and white, even though a red taillight would look good on there. But I'm going to resist the temptation. I think I'm going to make it all black and white. And there is a weather strip trim around the window on the side here. So I'm just going ahead and putting that in right now, the rubber sealant around the window and the frame. Okay, running out of time. I hope to see you tomorrow. We're going to do a whole bunch more on this, and it's going to look really great, I think. Thanks. Bye.